to your mother, boys and girls. It is your boy Sniper West coming at you here on Wednesday evening for most of you, late afternoon for some of you. A classic example of that, Tom McCreena on the East Coast right now in Philadelphia, and myself, Sniper West in Las Vegas, Nevada. 2 different time zones, but that's okay. We are sports with all of you here tonight. A lot going on in the world of sports right now, starting with the NBA playoffs, the NHL playoffs, Major League Baseball. We have NASCAR this weekend. We have golf this weekend. UFC this weekend is actually a pretty underrated card too, Tom. Maybe we can hit a little UFC too. Yeah, a lot going on in the world. But this is wizardsportspicks.com. Don't forget to go over to the website and check it out. Tons of fantastic handicappers over there. I have a 3-pack up there this evening. I usually have a 3 picks every single day. Usually a basketball, a hockey, and a baseball these days, at least. And please like and subscribe to this channel as well. It does help our analytics. This is the Wizards Sports Lair. We do this every Wednesday evening. Usually it's a more packed house than this, but today it's just me and Tom McCreena here talking some sports. Going to break down probably some early baseball for you because we're going to do the wraparound in the morning. But by the time the wraparound starts, some of these games are already going to, going to get started. So, Tom, what's the word this evening? How you doing? How's everything in Philly?
Yeah, everything's wonderful. As we saw in the wraparound, it was a rainy day earlier. It looks like the sun's coming out. So I'm hoping for some nice weather tonight. Hopefully the Phillies get their game in. That would be a treat. But yeah, we definitely have excited. There's something you forgot to mention about what's happening this weekend. WNBA starts on Friday.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you and Tron, is that going to be a weekly, or not a weekly show, but a nightly show? The WNBA wraparound?
No, I don't know. If I'm told to do so, maybe.
I think it might be nightly, maybe a half hour each night. I remember him saying that. If so, that would be quite electric because, there's not too many WNBA pregame shows, right before WNBA in the industry. We might be one of the only ones, honestly. We had some day baseball today. Taking a look at what happened this afternoon on the base paths. Angels are beating up on the White Sox right now, 7-1. They are the worst team. Well, actually, no. I think they're the second worst team right now. Mariners up on the Braves. The Braves have the best offense in baseball right now. Don't look now, but they have like a 280 batting average as a team, which is quite phenomenal. Earlier in the day, we had the Dodgers. My Dodgers beat up on the Astros 12-2. Padres took 1. Brewers took care of the Cardinals 6-2. And your play on the under, you had the Blue Jays and the Rays under, and that finished 3-0. Fantastic. And then Tron actually gave out the Rays too. And Nello liked the Rays too. So there you go. Winners all the way around on the that's the way you start, man. So what are you now, like 10-0 on the week so far on the wraparound?
Yeah. 9-0. Yeah, I guess so. 4 to 1 day, 7, so 8-0.
All right. Gentlemen, the Wizards wraparound. We do that show every single morning, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Tom is 10-0 on that show. If you guys want to make some money, put it in your pocket and kill the bookies, Tom would be your man. We do Tom's Smoke Break, usually right at the top of the show, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this YouTube channel. So, speaking of baseball, so tonight, obviously.
Hold on, real quick. Can I talk about why I chose that game for the under?
Sure.
Yeah, so the Jays versus the Rays, I took the under. So when teams are looking to avoid sweeps, we likely see the under. That's been profitable since like 2021. So I always look for those types of things in Major League Baseball. I guess you'd call them trends.
Yeah, definitely. I like to take, or maybe not play every single time. I look to back a team that's trying to avoid a sweep too, if the juice is reasonable. But yeah, that's a very, very good angle. So yeah, looking at the games this evening. So you said Philly, are they in danger of being rained out tonight?
It doesn't look like anymore, but the forecast this morning was calling for rain all day, and we feel like it came and went. Yeah, I think we're gonna play. We'll get it in.
There you go. Yeah, speaking of that game, we have Zach Wheeler tonight against Springs. The Springs kid from the A's is a pretty good pitcher. Yeah, look at his. Let me look at his numbers here on the year so far. So 390.
I like the under there. He's a 2-contact pitcher. Yeah, I just think we're going to see the under there. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, 96 ERA on the year, 109 WHIP, which is pretty good. He's pitched 38, almost 39 innings so far, and only 30 hits in 39 innings, which is pretty good. So, yeah, pretty solid left-handed pitcher there for the A's. And then, obviously, on the other side, we are getting your boy Zach Wheeler, who I don't know, man. He's hit or miss. He's really good so far this year. Well, he only has 11 innings under his belt, but 2.45 ERA, one. Yeah, looks like he only has 2 starts so far. He went 5 innings against the Braves about 2 weeks ago. He gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, and then May 1st he faced the Marlins. Went 6 innings, 3 hits, only 1 run. So a couple good outings there. So you like the under in this game. I'm not mad at that at all. If you're looking at the weather here in Philly, wind is blowing out a little bit, but it's only like, 6-7 miles an hour, so nothing big. Mm-hmm. And also, too, Philly's offense has been heating up, though. It's the only maybe concern about the under Harper hitting those 2 home runs. Philly's, they've been playing well recently. I think what are they, 8-2?
Yeah, they might. Yeah, since the coach has been fired, we've only lost 1 game, which is a treat. But yeah, yesterday, really all our runs were scored off in a bullpen. Severino looked pretty good. I was actually looking to feed him earlier in the day, and he pitched well. They beat up on that bullpen, but they've had some starting pitchers that they've struggled with. They got shut out the other day. Their 1 loss since Thompson got fired was in Florida. That was a game where they got shut out. So I don't know that their offense is going yet, but I expect it to pick up shortly.
There you go. All right, well, moving on. So Minnesota, Washington tonight. So I have a premium play on this, but I'll go ahead and talk about it. We're only a half hour away from the game anyway. Both of these teams are 16-20. I'll tell you what, Tom, it's not a bad idea to take a look at the Twins or the Nationals. Tron and I have been talking about the Nationals overs since, maybe a week into the season. So if you combine these 2 teams, the Twins and the Nationals over under totals, we get 44 overs and 25 unders. So these 2 teams like to hit the ball, and their pitchers like to be hit very, very much so. Taking a look at the bullpen statistics, because I know the Nationals bullpen is one of the worst. And their ERA is to 4.77, and their WHIP steadily improving. The Twins are pretty bad too, 5.26 ERA, 1.54 WHIP. I was on the Dodgers run line today, which did win, and the reason why, the Astros bullpen, I talk about it on the wraparound with Tron all the time, 6.29 ERA and 1.66 WHIP for the mighty Astros. Man, it's pretty bad. So might be worth looking to take some Astros overs as well moving forward, everybody. Take a look at the hitting statistics. So I guess the Dodgers and Braves are tied now. Dodgers and Braves as a team, they both hit 273 for a batting average, which is absolutely phenomenal. But Houston, to Houston's credit, I mean, they're third. They hit 261 as a team. So for as bad as their bullpen is, at least they score a bunch of runs, which probably keeps them in games, So, here we got Delano. Delano says he likes that over in the Nats Twins game as well. Yeah, I'm not mad at it, man. I mean, if you just blind bet Nationals or the Twins overs on the season, you're making a lot of money for sure already. So I wanted to talk about some baseball tomorrow, just because before the wraparound starts, we have some games that are already going to be in progress. So the Rangers and the Yankees tomorrow morning. This is at 12:35. Well, it's afternoon if you're on the East Coast, but 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We get Weathers and Gore here. The Yankees actually have the best record in baseball right now. They are 20. No, they're better than that. I think their record is they're 25-11. That's obviously first in the NL East, and it's the highest win total in baseball so far. And the Rangers 15-16. As far as the pitching matches, so we get Mackenzie Gore here for the Texas Rangers. And, through 34 innings, 4.67 ERA, 1.36 WHIP. not bad. On the Yankees side, the Yankees pitching staff actually hasn't been that bad this year. Ryan Weathers, 38 innings under his belt, 3.03 ERA, 1.19 WHIP. So yeah, pretty good numbers there. I'd probably take a look at the under. First game on the board, under is never a bad look. The public's, it's always the first game and the last game they're pounding the overs. You know what I mean? We also have early tomorrow.
Hold on, can I talk about that game real quick? Because I like the under as well, too. I think Gore's starting to settle in, being a Texas Ranger, pitching in that staff and whatnot. I think he's getting better here. But, yeah, I think that total actually drops. We should be seeing 8 soon. So if you want to jump on that under 8.5, now would be the time to do that.
Yep, there you go. And then we have the Twins and Nationals. That's at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We just talked about the Twins and Nationals. Just take the over there. You have Woods, Richardson, and Irvin. 6.30 ERA with Woods, Richardson, and 4.97 with Irvin. Might not be a bad idea to look at the over in that game. Then at 2 o'clock Eastern, we have the Guardians and the Royals. I'll tell you what, with the Kansas City Royals, nothing has been more sure in life with Kansas City than their unders. Actually, they're starting to go over a little bit more. They're 15-21 to the under season, but it was a lot worse than that. I think they probably they've this is their upcoming games. They went over the total last night, but I've been really successful betting the under in the City games, mainly because they have a pretty good pitching staff with Reagans and Seth Lugo. Waka's been pitching really well, and so under might not be a bad look with the Guardians. We have Sassoni on the mound, by the way, with Cleveland. And speaking of the Devils, Seth Lugo on the mound. He's been fantastic this year so far.
Mm-hmm.
Cincinnati and Chicago, the Reds and the Cubs here. This is 11:20. We've got to take a look at the weather. First thing you do at Wrigley Field, right? And we have wind, and it looks like it's blowing out a little bit, about 12, 13 miles an hour toward left center field. Might not be a bad idea just to look at the over, just considering that. It's kind of like me. I know a guy who's really sharp. He's actually up in Canada. He bets a lot of baseball. But that's not every Wrigley Field game, but if there's like a significant wind blowing in or significant wind blowing out, he will either take the over or he will take the under, no matter what it is, no matter who the pitchers are. He just does it out of principle. And he does pretty well. I've noticed. I've tracked some of his progress, and I don't know the whole story. I don't have his Excel sheet or anything, but he seems to do pretty well with that model. And then we have the Mets and the Rockies. We have Joey Tron's Rockies plus 140. They are 14-22 on the season. The Mets, man, second highest payroll in baseball, and they are 13-22. That is pretty bad right there. We have some other games. Anything pop out on the baseball?
Yeah, actually, on the wraparound, I talked about how the Rays were doing really well against lefties. So they face a lefty tomorrow against Boston. They're actually on a 5-game winning streak, I think, the Rays. So you can find plus money on the Rays. A few books have it. But I think the Rays are a good play tomorrow. It's probably my best play tomorrow. Don't buy my baseball play, because that's going to be it.
And taking a look at your A's and Phillies. So schedule for tomorrow, we have Ginn and Painter. And both of these pitchers have not been pitching well at all. Mm-hmm. And I kind of think that they both actually probably pitch a little bit better here today. Total set at 9. I think I'd probably like the under in that game. Like both pitchers, they need to, or they're going to get them back down to the minor leagues. It's like getting that bad. Painter's not pitching well at all. I'm sure you know that. I'm sure you've probably seen some of his starts. So that wraps up baseball for the year here. Let's check out some of the comments. We got Nello showing up. What up, Nello? We got some winners. All right. We got, all right, he leans over in the Cubs game tomorrow as well. All right, let's roll, Nello. All right, we had Nello on the show earlier today on the wraparound. Thanks for showing up this morning, Nello. Appreciate that. You want to talk about the NBA or NHL tonight? I know we broke it down earlier, but any further thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's just normal stuff. The Sixers. Well, now the Sixers Embiid is out, so that's huge. This number moved to
10.5.
10.5. It was sitting at 6.5 earlier. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I kind of feel like this will, I don't know, give the Sixers a little bit of energy. We know without Embiid that they're going to be a quicker paced team, so they'll run fast. I might lean to the over in that case, but I feel like 10.5 is a lot. After getting whooped like that in game one, I think they tighten it up with or without Embiid.
Yeah. You know, what I found funny is the total did not move much. I think it came down like a point or two.
Mm-hmm.
It was 214.5. It's 213.5 now. I mean, if you were on the over before, I actually, my theory, Tom, maybe you can chime in on this, but when a star player is out for a team, it makes me like the over, not the under, because typically the rest of the team kind of steps up. It gives guys, down the bench further opportunity, and they want to come in, they want to get their points. Typically, they miss the star player's defense, not their offense. And I know the total came down a point or two, but actually it makes me like the over even more in this game. So for what you will. I'm taking a look at the Timberwolves and the Spurs tonight. That's a 10.5 double digits. A lot of points for San Antonio laying.
It is a lot of points.
Yeah. Did you say that you liked the under in this game, or was that someone else I talked to?
Yeah, I actually have a premium on this, but I did give out the first quarter minus 3.5 for the Spurs on this one. Same thing. I just think it's a lot of points, 10.5. I don't know. They already showed they could beat them. All season we've been talking about the inexperience for the Spurs, and I think it's showing up here. This Minnesota Timberwolves team, they just keep on winning, even though they shouldn't be winning. And they've been doing it for the past two playoffs, too, making the Western Conference Finals. So I kind of like them to cover this 10.5, but I don't have anything on them.
Taking a look forward to tomorrow. So we have Cleveland and Detroit. I do have a free play on this game, so I'll just go ahead and throw it out here. So, obviously, Detroit got game one. They pulled away late. Remember, J.B. Bickerstaff, he was the coach of the Cavs team for 5 seasons before he went to Detroit. So, he knows that organization very well, and some of the players as also. But game one did go under the total. The under is actually 10-8 between these two teams, the last 10 head-to-head, so they just tend to go under the total. And the Pistons, they were 41-49 to the under on the year. Obviously, they're a top 3 defense in the NBA as far as points per game and their defensive efficiency. I mean, the Pistons have been playing under, really good defense for like 30 years now, all the way back to the Bad Boys and all the way back to Rip Hamilton, Chauncey Billups, and Ben Wallace, who coincidentally are at all those games. I don't know if you see him on the sidelines, but I like the under. I'm going to go under 215.5 here. That's an official free play on the Wizards Sports Lair. You have any thoughts on Cavs Pistons?
Yeah, I was actually surprised that the line was 3.5 for the Pistons again. I feel like a lot of money is going to come in on this Cavs. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, it's all about the defense for the Pistons here. I talked about it on Monday on Wraparound, but both of these guys, Harden and Mitchell, have been known to struggle in the playoffs, and I think they found their match. If we look at the Pistons against the Magic were a tougher matchup for them. I just don't think that I don't think that the Cleveland Cavs can play good enough defense to win this series. Yeah, I just think that the elite defense of the Pistons is much better, and they're going to score enough to win. I think they win this series in 5.
Right. Yeah, I was thinking this might go to 7, but yeah, you never know. The Pistons they were the number 1 seed, so they definitely
Cavs haven't won a road game in the playoffs yet.
Yeah, that's definitely worrisome. True. All right. We have the Lakers and the Thunder. OKC, they played terribly, man. I mean, I think Shea turned the ball over himself. I think the Thunder turned the ball over 14 times, if I was looking at the stat line correctly. And the Thunder shot the ball very well. They shot 49% from the floor, 43% from downtown. They're 7-3 against the Lakers the last 10 head-to-heads. They just tend to cover every time they play the Lakers. And OKC played terribly, and they still covered, So I don't see any reason they won't cover here again, to be honest. I know it's 50.5. It's a lot of points, but that's probably where I would lean.
Yeah, I mean, the Lakers played them tough. I'll give them that. But it showed, even in the regular season, Oklahoma City dominated this team. I don't really know what I want to do in game 2 because for some reason, Oklahoma City doesn't like to cover game 2s. But yeah, 10.5. So is that what it is?
Yeah. No, 15.5.
No, 15.5. It's a lot. And I mean, they were so close at the end. Like the 15.5 was a lot in game 1, and they just went right there. They just got it at the end. But I feel you with the SGA. He only had 18 points. They had a lot of turnovers. I mean, the Lakers shot well too. So how much more can they do? But I kind of feel like we know that Thunder can do more. I like the under here. I'm not even messing with the side in game 2.
Yeah. All right, taking a look at hockey real quick for the evening tonight. So Montreal and Buffalo. I had a free play on the Sabres. I like the Sabres tonight. I like the Canadiens too as a team. Fantastic team. But if you just look back at their series versus the Lightning, which they did in 7 games, credit to them. And they were a dog because they did not have home ice advantage. But they very easily could have lost that game 7 because they were severely outshot. The shots on goal favored the Lightning a lot. They just, they got lucky. They went in the back of the net and the Lightning didn't. But credit to them. They're here. I just think the home crowd for Buffalo is going to be raucous tonight. And, they haven't seen round 2 in the playoffs in quite a while. I mean, there's been nothing to cheer about in the city of Buffalo in the months of April and May other than the NFL draft for maybe the past 14 years. You know what I mean? So kind of like Buffalo tonight. It's getting chalky, man. I got it at minus 125 today. Looks like it's going up to like minus 135, minus 140 now. Like the Sabres tonight.
I've been high on the Habs all season, but yeah, this Sabres team is really good. They're balanced. They have goalie. Actually, Alex Lyon used to play for the Philadelphia Flyers, so I used to see him play a lot. But yeah, I think the Sabres are going to be tough to beat, especially tonight in game 1. I agree with you.
Anaheim, Vegas tonight. Give me Anaheim, man. Give me the dog. I think they play well. Vegas is known to have duds every now and then. Tortorella is a fantastic head coach, and it was a very good coaching change when they did bring him in. But Anaheim, man, don't sleep on them. They are a fantastic offense. They get up and down the ice and skate very, very well. Would not be surprised at all if the Ducks win this game outright. I'm rolling Anaheim as a free play.
I don't know. Anaheim was huge against the Oilers because of their great power play. We didn't see that in game 1. Vegas is strong defensively. If they're going to keep them slow paced and from getting shots on that, I think Vegas wins this. I want a reason to take Anaheim. I don't think the price is good enough for me.
All right, moving on to tomorrow, we have Tom's beloved Philadelphia Flyers hosting the Carolina Hurricanes. This is game 3. I do have a free play here. I'm going to give it out right now. So only one game on the docket here, obviously, on Thursday evening. Carolina, they're up 2-0 in the series. They came back, though. Remember, Philly was up 2-0 in that first period. And Carolina came back and scored 3 goals and wound up winning the game. It's funny, too, because I had the over in that game. And, 2-1 at the end of the first period, and we can't get over 5.5. Pretty frustrating. But, I think the Flyers are going to play very well. You can't go down 3-0. You're going to lose this. I think Philly brings all the cannons that they have. And Philly's a good offense too, man. They can get up and down the ice. You've seen that all year, Tom. They can, get hot and score a lot of goals. Carolina, they're 46-40 on the year to the over. And, the Canes are going to get their goals too. So you're getting plus money at 5.5 here. You're getting plus 120 at 5.5. I'm gonna sign up for the Flyers to do well, maybe win the game. But I think if the Flyers do win the game, you said this in text, group messages.
Mhm.
Flyers win, it goes over a lot of the time.
Yeah, if Flyers win, it goes over here. I don't know. Man, that loss in game 2 is pretty deflating after going up 2-0. But they went up 2-0 really quick, and then nothing. I mean, they kept Carolina at bay, but I just think the talent is so much better for Carolina. I hope they get this one, but I don't know. I can't bet the Flyers. Yeah, nothing for me. I guess first period over.
All right, there you go. First period. Yeah, we got 3 goals in game 2. I know game 1 Philly got shut out though, but they're probably going to come on. I'm not mad at it, actually. I like that first period over.
They have to at home.
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably going to be 1.5, but it's probably justified. Yeah, I mean, 3 goals in game 2 in the first. But yeah, I think Philly's going to come out of a cannon for sure. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we hit some baseball for tomorrow. We hit some hockey for tomorrow, some basketball tonight, some basketball tomorrow. And that's pretty much it for us. Kind of a light crowd tonight with just me and Tom. But we do have the pit stop, lady. You want to tell everybody about the pit stop? Obviously, we have the Wizards tee off too on Monday. You want to throw some golf picks out? I know those are still pending for tomorrow.
Yeah, I gave out one today. Was first round leader. There, let me put one in. So hold on. I don't know where the hell it is, but I'm on first round leader Chris Goddard. His first time here, but he's a big hitter, so I like him. The favorite's Rory McIlroy. He's won 4 times here, and he's a favorite for a reason. I think this is a good price for him. The way he's been. Look at Joey Tron saying Siwoo Kim. This is a good price for him. Xander Schauffele. So there's like 5 guys. The 5 guys at the top are the 5 guys you want to bet. One of those guys is most likely winning. I'm taking Xander Schauffele. I took him for the top American player, plus 600. He's going to be in it at the end. I think Rory's going to win. He's not American. And then Gary Woodland, I took him for a top 20, plus 220. He's just a old soul. He knows he's good at these hard courses. When you least expect him to be on the leaderboard, he's there. Small field, good field. I think he finishes in the top 20 here.
All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is a pick on the links from Tom Macrina, a.k.a. Rycape. Taking a look at UFC this weekend. So we do have UFC 328. This is the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey, home of the New Jersey Devils. Shout out to Joey Tron as he gives out actually another free play right here for golf. But we have Strickland Chimaev here, Tom. So these Chimaev fights, though. I mean, you remember. His last fight when he fought Duplessis, you just sit there and he lays on the guy, gets him in the crucifix. Yeah. Oh, it's just a very boring fight. I don't like watching those fights. He's minus. We opened at minus 460. He's minus 600 now. Obviously, it's not even bettable. It's kind of a terrible, headliner, to be honest with you. But Strickland's very entertaining. I will be looking forward to watching his press conference. That might be one of the funniest things you see all week. You guys want some entertainment? Go to YouTube and search Sean Strickland press conference. Just click on any one of them. They're all highly entertaining, very controversial as well. We have Tiara and Josh Van. Josh Van fights are always very good. Tiara's he opened actually 2-1. He's coming down. He's only minus 150 now, so there's some Joshua Van left there. Cortez Acosta and Volkov. You have Volkov open minus 170. He's down. He's still about minus 170 across the board. Joaquin Buckley and Sean Brady. Looks like there's some love for Buckley coming in for the dog. It should be a pretty good card. It is chalky though. I mean, I don't even see anything under minus 150. To be honest with you. Yeah, I don't. I hate cards like that. You know, like what am I supposed to release to the public, and what am I supposed to bet on? I mean, you can look at totals in UFC, but even totals are juiced sometimes. And like Jeremy Stevens and King Green, the over 2.5, is minus 160. If you want the over, so they even juice the totals in UFC. So yeah, it's a catch-22 sometimes. Sometimes you get fights though that are very bettable. A lot of very bettable spots. But
the card before Perth was great card. I think I went 3-0 on that one. Catch a couple dogs.
There you go. So I will. We're looking to put the UFC and golf and NASCAR and all this stuff on the website, and soccer as well. It will be on there very soon. It just takes a little while. Everybody, thank you for your patience. I know you want those plays, and we are working hard to make this happen for you. Soccer is really the main bug because you have the three-way line and then grading the three ways and stuff like that. So it becomes complicated. But anyway, this has been another edition of the Wizards Sports Lair. We do this every single Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's me, Tom Macrina, and usually we have some other guests or other handicappers from the show. We will, in fact, I already have some guests booked for next week. One of them had to cancel. One of them got sick. And but they are some pretty big names, I will say. And we'll just leave it at that. It's called a cliffhanger, like what I did there, Tom. So
I prefer Cliff Notes.
There you go, everybody. So wizardsportspicks.com. Don't forget to go over the website and check it out. Tons of great handicappers over there. Please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel as well. We're putting out a lot of content for you guys. We really enjoy it. It's a lot of hard work. If you could just tell a friend, like and subscribe, it would help us out a lot. And hopefully you guys win some money tonight. We'll see you on the wraparound in the morning. I'm going to actually, I'm not done for the evening. I'm going to go jump on Ian's podcast. And he has a live show he's doing on a bunch of different channels, but it will be on Wizards. You can actually watch it here on Wizards as well. I'll be coming on, drinking some beers. They do encourage the flow of alcohol during the show, apparently. So, well, maybe we can call it the Wizard Happy Hour or something.
Yeah.
You know what? I bet you the Wizards Happy Hour will get plenty of handicappers show up for that one. All right. Joey Tron says, here, actually, hold on a second. Yeah. Nello. Yeah, Chimaya, he's going to grapple. Yes, he definitely will. That's all he's going to do. He's just going to lay on Strickland. That's what the whole fight is going to be. The White House card is definitely stacked, Joey. Looking forward to that. That will be in June. They're not going to do it in July because they figured July 4th, everybody will be hammered. Nobody will watch. So they're going to do it in June. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for checking in with us and coming in and giving us your comments and your thoughts and everything. And we will see you tomorrow morning on the wraparound. Until then, peace out and keep firing.
Let's catch some tickets.